my name is Scarlett Deville, and I got into burlesque originally because I have several friends who are burlesque performers, and I would see them out and about. And I had started out as a performance artist, just a general performance artist, and rather theatrical nature, and I love to play dress up, which I think is probably one of the #1 excuses a lot of burlesque women come up with. And I was just inspired by them. I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. I can do that. I want to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's not something you always knew you wanted to do, but performing is.
Definitely performing, and I always found all of the imagery of the 40s and 50s burlesque queens to be just, just beautiful and gorgeous and compelling, and just something about Las Vegas showgirls and any kind of larger than life, feather fan boas.
Yeah.
Tex Avery cartoons. That's a shared interest of my co-troupe mate Millie May and I. We gained inspiration from the little girl in the Tex Avery
that's
cartoons,
awesome.
little showgirl. So a whole bunch of different sources, I would say.
That's awesome.
But I can't say that I, for years always just kind of knew that I would do that. But definitely something in the performing arts. I'm a dancer as well. I really love to dance, so it just seems like a good way to tie in a lot of different interests.
Yeah, exactly. So did you fall into burlesque, or did you make conscious steps to start performing?
I made conscious steps. I approached the friend of mine, her name's Angela Eve. She's a Chicago performer. I approached her, and because she actually had been kind of scouting me out for a while. Like, it was like a recruitment. Every time we'd see her out, she's like, when are you going to start performing with me?
Oh, wow.
And then one day, finally, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
No.
That's easy.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
So do you have a motto or a philosophy that you kind of follow through your craft?
Definitely, I try to be, a lot of us use, sometimes, I don't want to say stereotypical, but very, there's like a classic pool of themes and things that people do, and I really try, to be as original about things as I can be, but at the same time, a lot of things are kind of archetypes, and I try to be as unique and polished and well-rehearsed and opulent as my budget and time will allow. I basically just try to put on the best, most entertaining show possible.
Yeah.
I guess that would be, if I had a motto, that would be it, to just do my best.
Yeah. So is burlesque a full-time job for you now, or do you seek other employment? Or?
I do have other employment.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't pay enough.
Yeah.
And the costumes, my costumes are outrageously expensive. I put a lot of money and work into them.
Yeah.
I wish I could just do burlesque. That would be exciting.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Maybe one day? Is that a goal that you're maybe working towards?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would love that.
That'd be awesome. So do you choreograph your own numbers?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite that you perform?
I have several that I really enjoy currently, and it also changes just as I add new ones. But at the moment, I have a Luck Be a Lady act that I performed here at the Rocket Rumble. As a matter of fact, that I really love, and the audience always seems to like it, and I just feel very joyful doing it. It's a very fun act, so that's probably my favorite out of all of them.
That's awesome. Well, for you, what's the most fun part about performing burlesque besides the actual performance?
There's so many different parts. I really enjoy the camaraderie with the other performers.
Yeah.
Like, backstage is always a lot of fun, and I find that being a performer, I get to see a side of events and things that maybe not every person necessarily would, so it opens a lot of opportunities for me, which is really fun. Like, to get to perform at events is exciting for me, and that's great. So what keeps you motivated to push forward and reach your goals and keep taking that next step to grow in your craft? Oh, that's a good question. I think it's like, I'm the type of person where I get bored rather easily, so I always have like piles of different goals made up for myself, like to-do lists and various projects that I'm working on. So I would say that just constantly fulfilling my various projects and ideas that I have in my mind is the end result almost in
Yeah.
itself. Like I'm always very excited about, oh, I have to sew this costume and I have to do this by this time, and it's very self-perpetuating. And
Yeah.
I think that really keeps me on my toes and,
Yeah.
and excited about what I'm doing.
That's a great answer. So I know, like, kind of in my craft, sometimes I need an escape from it. For me, if I do something too much, it becomes like a job and not a passion anymore. So do you have an escape from burlesque, or is burlesque your escape?
Every so often I do feel, there are times where I feel like maybe I've performed too much in too short of a time span.
Yeah.
So I just take good old-fashioned vacation.
Yeah.
You know, go lay by the pool or
Yeah.
try, if I can, to just kind of get away from it a little while and do something more kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Get a massage.
Oh, yeah.
Just hang out with my friends and go out and
Yeah.
have fun and have a drink and
Yeah.
have a good time. And I find that definitely helps prevent a burnout.
Yeah. That's awesome. So do you have a goal that maybe you're working towards right now in your burlesque career, or do you have something you're looking forward to?
Well, currently my main goal is to travel more outside of Chicago.
Okay.
I'm located in Chicago, and I've been trying to branch out more. And so far it's working out nicely. I was one of the competitors at Viva Las Vegas, which was very exciting, and I performed in Reno for the Rockabilly Riot there, and I'm moving to California at a certain point, and I'll be splitting time between the Midwest and there, so
Okay.
I want to perform more in California and do more festivals and just basically get around more, because I love to travel, so
Yeah.
I think that tied in with burlesque is what I want.
That's awesome. So tell me just a little bit about your troupe.
My troupe, the Devilettes, we're a small troupe. It's at the current time 3 women and 1 man. It's myself, Millie Mae, and Red Rum, and our MC slash sideshow performer, Sanjula. And we do smaller themed ensemble cast type shows. We perform regularly in Chicago. We have a couple of different monthly gigs that we do. We also do theatrical productions. We're relatively new. We've been around since the end of October
Oh, wow.
this past year, so we're still a baby troupe.
Yeah.
But so far we're doing good. We specialize in, I say pre-1964 just mainly to give the people who work with me, because we also take guest starring appearances from
okay.
other performers in Chicago, but the core group is the 4 of us.
Yeah.
But I say pre-1964, kind of in spirit, as far as the themes or the music that we do. I really love rockabilly lifestyle, so that is a huge part of what we do. But we have another member, for instance, who is very much in love with the 20s and 30s, and you know, we like things that are retro and old-fashioned, and so we try to put together shows that are definitely themed on that and a little bit more reminiscent of classic burlesque.
Okay.
Sometimes really cute and funny, sometimes very sultry burlesque queen type performances.
Yeah.
The personalities of all the troupe members are varied enough to where at every show we're guaranteed to have something that's rather campy and theatrical, and then, you know, something that's more va-va-voom.
Oh, that's awesome. So what would you say to someone who maybe, since what our website is about, is you know, kind of pushing forward and finding that motivation in yourself and through others to fulfill your goals? So what would you say to someone who maybe is wanting to pursue a career in burlesque or whatever their craft is, you know, to kind of get them going?
Well, I think most importantly is if you think about something so much and you know that you want to do it, just do it. Just go. Just don't let anything get in your way. Research it as much as possible. Network. Learn as much as you can about your chosen craft, and then just do to the best of your capability. the best that you can do to learn and to grow with it and
Yeah.
to just do it. My name is Scarlett Deville. Hot. I am the producer, artistic director, and a performing member of Scarlett and the Devilettes. And I have had this lovely interview with Tales from the Craft, and I hope you enjoyed it.